This is our $300 Nissan 300CX, and we are going to turn it into a $30,000 car.
This is an SR20 that we just built in-house. It is fully forged, pistons, rods, everything. We've got a bunch of work to do on it before it makes it into the engine bay itself. We've got to oil prime it, we've got a couple more coolant fittings we need to go on, and we need to plumb all of the turbo lines, so let's get started. So first things first, we're gonna clock the center carrier on the turbo, get it oriented correctly. We're gonna make our turbo oil feed line and our drain line, and then we can start oil priming this engine. So I've got our turbo fittings set up. Our oiling system is complete. So we've got the pressure side and the return side. Now what we're gonna do is take the valve cover back off, and I'm going to loop our oil distribution block engine. And I wanna get good oil pressure running through everything, the block, the head, and we should be able to see oil coming out of the cams, and we will be able to see oil coming out of the turbo. And that's how I know everything's gonna be nice and primed. And of course, we're gonna be using Motool's 10W40 brake-in engine oil. Let's get it filled up. SR20's oil primed, feels great. This is our thermostat housing with a -16 AN bit, so that's gonna go right there. And this is a Mazworks upper radiator hose, essentially an adapter kit for AN. So that is gonna go right here on the side of the cylinder head, and it's gonna allow us to run AN upper radiator hoses. I've got my Haltech coolant temperature sensor in here, so we're gonna tighten that guy down. And we've got a -6 fitting for the turbo coolant return, which is really nice. Our water necks are fully installed. I also got our casts on that finally showed up, so I was able to finish up our valve cover gasket. There's one more thing I want to get done on this engine before it goes in the car, which is get our Platinum Racing Products R35 GTR ignition coil kit on and fitted. Okay, so this is the kit provided by Platinum Racing Products, and these wires are way too long, so we're gonna have to take them out, drop them down there with the spark plugs in there, and get a height and cut them to fit. And of course, we'll be running 4 Hitachi R35 Nissan GTR ignition coils, which are really potent. So let's get it on, start fitting. Time is running out to get entered to win our F80 M3 plus $20,000 in cash. Every dollar you spend at throtl.com, whether that's on merchandise, car parts, wheels, tires, suspension, exhaust systems, anything on the site is gonna get you entered to win this car. Plus $20,000 in cash. The sweepstakes is ending March 31st. Get entered, guys, you're running out of time. All right, our coil packs are fitted. They're cut down to length and they fit in the engine perfectly. However, we're not gonna put them in the motor just yet. We're ready to get this SR20 in the car.
I can't wait to see this thing in the engine bay. Our boy Jimmy Oaks said we might have to do some subframe modifications, so we're gonna find that out here shortly.
So the first step is we gotta get our motor mounts brackets on the motor and then start dropping it in and see what it's gonna take.
Yeah, the engine mounts actually arrived this morning. Thank you, Jimmy Oaks. He had a set sitting on the shelf and was nice enough to actually box those up and overnight them to us because we didn't realize we were missing them until the last minute. So thank you, Jimmy.
Oh,
there we go.
That's fine.
That's the one.
Next up, I'm gonna be working on the coolers for the 300CX, which is actually from Chase Base. We have a small one, which we are gonna be using for the power steering, and we have the big one, which we are gonna be using for engine oil. Also, I already fabricated a small little bracket. We are actually gonna be mounting this thing vertical, like this.
I wanna see it. Oh!
Trying to see it? You trying to see it? It's gonna be like this. That one goes forward. Because both of the coolers, so both of the coolers, the lines have to go to the right towards the driver's side because the power steering is on that side and so is the oil filter.
Sick. I love it.
All it's finalized. It's actually stronger than I thought it was gonna be. I was expecting for me to build a bracket on top, but there's no need. This thing is really, really strong, and it's not gonna go anywhere. All right, let's keep going. I'm gonna be installing the brake line kit that I just had custom made by our boys at Crown Industries. See here, we have a bunch of black lines, and they're all DOT approved. These things are super, super strong, and they will not fail. So since we removed our ABS system that didn't work in the first place, we are gonna be going from the brake master cylinder straight to our calipers. The lines are all installed, everything is tight and nice and fitted in place. Let's move on.
It's time to get our SR20 into our 300ZX. We've got our swap mounts bolted in. We are gonna have to modify the subframe to clear our oil pan down here. So we're gonna drop the engine in and kind of hang it and see where we're gonna have to make our cut and try and put the engine in. It's probably gonna hit, and then we're gonna bring it back out, cut the subframe where it needs to, weld it, paint it, and then put the SR20 actually in the car and get it bolted down. Let's get started.
I've actually been waiting for this for a long time. It took forever to build this bad boy, and then it's finally time to put it on.
It didn't take that long.
Oh, I was gone for a little while, so maybe that's why. All right, let's go. Let's get it done. We've never done this swap before on this type of chassis, so these mounts are all new to us. I hope we have them on the right spot, but we're about to find out. If the engine goes down straight, then we're in the good spot. Okay, come down.
So now we're already like touching the pan.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't see that from here. Oh yeah, so we need inch and a half worth of space. So we need to cut to the back of the pan, right over there. We need to cut all that out so the pan can go down an inch and a half.
Do we sneak on it, up on it, or we just like send it? I guess is the question.
No, we need to have space around the pan for the rocking of the engine. So it cannot be...
So you want me to cut the whole width of the oil pan worth plus...
Plus extra.
Plus
yeah.
extra.
Yeah. These are not solid mounts. So the engine's gonna rock, especially with big cams. It's gonna rock just a bit, and we wanna make sure that once we weld and paint, we don't wanna do this again.
I'm just wondering, do you wanna come straight down all the way through the subframe and just like notch it, kind of like you would like a C-notch on a truck?
Oh.
Or do you want to make like how we did on the Viper frame, which is L bracket insert? We could do an L bracket insert maybe and like sneak up on it.
That's what I thought we could do.
Or we could just blow through the whole thing and then end plates and main plate.
Right. What is that? Well, how thin is the subframe going to be if we do that?
I mean, you see where the pan is right now.
I see the pan.
So we're only going to probably be in an inch.
Okay, so mark the back of the pan, not the pan itself, but the subframe where the pan ends, and then we judge it after we pull the motor out. That way we have an actual view of it.
We need to create clearance in the subframe for the oil pan. So this engine was not designed to be in this car. So you can see I've marked where our oil pan is actually hitting the subframe already. So now the question is Ricky and I gotta make a game plan on how we're gonna tackle this cut, because our cut's gonna be essentially...
This is a bare minimum.
Yeah, that's kind of like a bare minimum. But the question is do we bring it back this way, cut that out, and then put like an L brace, kind of like that, so that we keep this section down here? Or do we just cut everything flat straight through to the bottom and then just plate each corner and call it a day? That's what we need to figure out.
All right, taped out the area that needs to be completely cut. So everything you see in blue has to disappear, and then we should have our space for our oil pan to be able to clear itself. From that moment, once this is cut out, we will do the exact same thing again, but we'll drop the engine in here, and hopefully it'll sit completely flush with the mounts. If it does, we're gonna tighten up the nut on top, the bolt at the bottom from both sides, and it should be nice and steady, and then we'll be able to do a final test. Here, no blue there, so good cut. Now we're gonna shave that to make sure that we don't cut ourselves putting this engine in, and then we'll test it one last time.
This side's bottomed out. Your side is the one that seems off, right?
That's what I'm saying, mine's off. Well, I think we're still sitting on the subframe, are we not?
If you shake the hell out of it, it touches. So, Ricky and I have no idea how these mounts went together, and after spending about 5 minutes on Jimmy Oaks' channel, we figured out that we had them completely upside down. We had them on the wrong side and upside down. So upside down and backwards.
And upside down.
This one was on the exhaust side, upside down, both to the subframe. Which is so wrong.
Jimmy saved us.
Yeah, good job on your video, Jimmy.
Little clip of his channel, and he had this mount bolted to the adapter and then the mount like that. So now we got it right. So now it should fit in the car.
Which, you know, it makes so much sense now.
It does, but like in my mind, I wouldn't think you'd go from an arm to the mount. I think you go arm, mount, arm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then frame, yeah.
Ready to get this thing in?
Yeah, let's
see if
get
it
it done.
actually works?
It should, it better.
Should.
I don't know if our cut is gonna be good now.
No, like, well, okay.
We make our cut
no.
when everything was upside down.
Yeah, but like this arm is now more forward than it was.
So it should be good.
Probably
I
don't
think
even have to cut.
No, we still, I think
if anything, we're gonna need to cut more.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't
because
think we had to
this
cut at
arm is
all.
forward more now.
Oh no, he's right. The
because
oil
that
pan's gonna
puts the
move
oil
back
pan
even
back
more.
which means we might need to cut more.
All right, well, let's see.
So we're gonna find out right now. We're already there. So I'm just gonna do this. Ready?
Yeah, right there. Just stop. No! Look.
Yeah. We're already there. I'm sending it. So let's just go up with it now. And,
Okay.
you know, you feel me?
I feel you, I feel you.
Now our mark was close enough. We still need to trim a little bit more, so we're gonna pull it back out, cut it, and then we're gonna plate it, burn it in, weld it, paint it, and then it's going in for the final time, getting bolted down, and probably won't come out ever again. Let's keep going.
Finished cutting the extra stuff I needed to cut. I even grind it all the way around so the wheels can actually stick to it. Next step is gonna be me making some plates so I can box everything in. Once everything is boxed in and welded, we'll be able to paint this and actually drop the engine in for the last time. I have my first bracket here. The next step to use our Lincoln Electric Power Make 210MP to get the job done. First step, turn her on, set it, select your gauge, make your minor adjustments, and you're ready to go. Let's get to weld, baby. The last place just got welded, everything's completed. Check this out. I love this wheel though. Lincoln Electric Power Make 210MP. It is sick. We literally just set it and we did like 10 plates. It looks okay. I mean, it makes me look good, right? It doesn't look that bad. Next up, I'm gonna be taping everything around the plate and I'm gonna be painting everything probably black so it can match the power steering rack, and then that's it. Move on to the next thing. Woo! Check that out. It is plated, welded, painted.
We're styling, baby, and we got the engine mounts painted. They're nice and black, so they disappear in the engine bay. And we have them in the right orientation. So now it's gonna work right. Ready? Ready to get it in, Ricky?
Yeah, let's do it.
boy. She thick.
We did it!
Let's go, dude.
Oh, that's
that looks
perfect.
great.
That's perfect.
Bam!
It's such a small engine for that bay.
I like it a lot. That looks so cool.
Look how much room we
The
have.
turbo does not
much room
look
we have.
small at all.
We have so much room over there. Perfect size. We got tons of room for fab here. Tons of room over there. We got tons of room over there. We got tons of room in front of it. We got tons of room down here.
Beauty.
Dude, this is a good swap. This is a great swap for this.
We have a bunch of interior parts here, and I'm gonna begin with the carpet kit, so let's get to it. Next up, we are going to be building a rear seat delete, which is very simple. I'm going to be cutting MDF wood. We'll make a few panels, upholster them with black carpet, and be done with it.
Ricky, this goes on there and keeps the dust from covering your shirt.
Yeah, that's okay.
It shoots it out this one port instead of everywhere.
That's okay.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm going to be putting wood glue in here. I'm going to put 4 screws through here, and I'm going to hold this in place. The tighter my screws is, the more this is going to move. So I'm going to adjust it in the car with wood glue, and we're going to let it sit there overnight once it has a perfect shape, because wood glue dries like cement. It'll also give Mickey time to finish the panels for the trunk. So the panels dried overnight and it's looking amazing. It's very tight around the corners. The next step is to get Mickey to finish the back end. Then we'll finish the centerpiece. It'll tie everything together, and then we'll wrap everything in suede, and this thing's gonna look fantastic. As you can see here, we have all the panels completed for the rear trunk area and the rear seat delete. Mickey ended up cutting everything you see here and ended up upholstering it with this beautiful carpet. And then in the front, for the rear seat delete, it is half carpet, half suede. Now let's get it installed. Right now I'm going to be working on the brake pedal and the clutch pedal. As you can see, we have an automatic brake pedal because this used to be an automatic chassis, right, which is huge. And then the clutch pedal is like behind it. Not only that, but it's like not even bolted in. So because we don't have the 5-speed pedal, we're going to cut this to make it look like if it's a 5-speed. Let's do it.
This is definitely some 90s. Modern brake pedals aren't that big anymore, are they? Even on automatics?
I don't think they're maybe like right there. Maybe just a bit smaller. In order for me to put the clutch pedal where it goes, it needs to be held on to something, which is this, the Chase Base adapter plate to a wheel kit. So Chase Base sells this whole kit, and it comes with a reservoir and a steel braided line, which is really nice, which we use this in a lot of our cars actually. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Quinn's gonna give me a hand. Next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be working on the Haltech IC7 head-up display. And in order for me to get this thing in the car, I need to install everything you see here, including our Mako Motorsport dash kit. We got a hood for our dash reupholstery with Alcantara, and all the original dash parts. All right, let's start putting all this thing together. I tried it last time, it didn't work. All right, as we're gonna be running the IC7 in, I think the harness should go through first. That way when I just place the IC7 in there, we don't have to start running stuff from the bottom up. We can just do it from the top down.
All right, that's it. Bye.